Yeah, hi guys. If you are viewing my channel first time, please subscribe for further updates on machine learning and deep learning. Okay, this is a machine learning classification. Machine learning is divided into the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. Again, supervised learning further divided into the regression and classification. Today mainly we are discussing about on the linear regression. Okay, here I have taken one data set as example to explain the linear regression. Okay, this is the X label contain this is A column contains years of experience and B column contains salary of the person. For example, in case of 4.9 years of experience, he is earning 67,938. 8.2 years of experience, he is earning 1 lakh 13,812. Okay, for example, here the X value is increasing and also Y value also increasing. This is a linear relationship between the X and Y, so that we can apply our linear regression model efficiently here in this case. For example, I am trying to represent first case with the scatter plot. Okay, after that we can predict our model using the scattered only. For example, here I am trying to display my data here. What is the years of experience, what is my value. Here I am displaying my data labels. 2 years of experience, my salary is 42,525. I am trying to represent all my sample data using the dots here. We have the 6 sample data and I am trying to represent all the samples using the dots. For example, I want to predict my data using our model, add the trend model, and here I got the prediction of my model. For example, I am drawing the line between the samples. I got the linear regression equation and also R square value. For example, this is my simple linear regression equation: y equal to mx plus c. Y is my dependent variable, this is my independent variable, x is my independent variable, m is my coefficient of x, and also intercept is my C. For example, I got the prediction y equal to m. What is my m value is 10,215. This is my x value plus this is a c value 24,184. Here I got the r square value also. It is also efficiency of the model. If the r square value is 100%, my model is great model. If the r square value is 80%, it is good model. For example, if R square value is 40%, it is okay model. If the r square value is 0%, my model is inconsistency. We should not apply this algorithm at all, this linear regression algorithm. For example, if based on the r square value, we are telling that whether our model is greater or best. That's why we are calculating these many metrics to identify whether our metrics, our model is great model or inconsistency model. We need to calculate these metrics. For example, I have calculated this r square value. I got the same 0.964. Here also r square value 0.964. Then I will explain how to calculate all the parameters. Okay, in case of multiple linear regression equation, if you have, for example, age is another column, and also years of experience is another column, and y is my dependent value. For example, if you have multiple independent variables, like years of age also is also depending on the salary of the person. For example, I want to represent age, years of experience, and salary. This I am treating it as x2 and x1 is my age. For example, for the multiple regression, we have the multiple independent variables, and also dependent variable is only the one. Okay, to represent multiple linear regression, y equal to c plus m1 x1 plus m2 x2. For example, if in case of third variable, also third independent variable m3 x3. Likewise, we can use multiple regression in the multiple regression algorithm. For example, I want to predict my data. Next, I want to calculate the R square value, MSC, RMSC, MAE. Okay, I want to calculate these metrics. First, I am calculating the prediction. For example, here first I need to calculate the actual minus prediction whole square. This is the error square. First, I am calculating the prediction. This I got the prediction y equal to 10,215 into x. X is my a2 plus I am doing the addition of the my intercept value is 24,184. Okay, I am just applying my prediction for the all the samples. I got the prediction of the all the data. Y equal to mx plus c. I am used that one and I got the prediction. So okay, now I need to calculate the actual minus prediction whole square is the error square. First I need to calculate the error actual minus prediction. Okay, I am calculating the error for the all the samples. This is the actual. What is my actual value is b2 minus c2. I am calculating the actual minus prediction. I got the error of the each and every sample. Now I am calculating the error square. Actual minus means actual minus prediction square. Okay, I am calculating the square of the error. Okay, I need to multiply with twice. D2 multiply with D2. I got the error square of the each and every sample. Okay, this is a sum of error square I got here. This is a numerator. Okay, this is my numerator. This is sum of uh, actual minus prediction whole square. This is my sum of, this is a numerator I got. For example, to calculate actual minus mean square, this is my mean value I am calculating here. Okay, this is my mean value. This is my sum of all the actual values divided by 6. I will get the mean value. This is the actual minus mean value. This is my B2 minus mean value. I will get the actual minus mean for the all the sample data. And here I am doing the square. For example, actual minus mean square I need, right? That's why I'm doing the square. This is the f2 multiply with f2. I'm doing the twice of this. I will get the actual minus mean square. Okay, I got the numerator and also denominator. I got the numerator and denominator. Now I am just dividing numerator by denominator is E8 by G8. Okay, I got the numerator and denominator. I need to do 1 minus numerator by denominator. I am doing it here. 1 minus E12. E12 is my numerator and denominator. Okay, I got the r square value 0.964. 0.96, it is matching to our model. Okay, to calculate the r square value, we need sum of error square, sum of actual minus mean square, so that we can calculate the r square value. Okay, to calculate the MSE, mean square error, this is a mean square error. We need to calculate the mean of the sum of error square. Okay, we need to calculate the mean, divide by 6 we need to do, then we'll get the mean square error. For example, sum of error square is this much. Sum of error square, this is the actual minus prediction whole square, this is the sum. I need to divide with number of samples. I have divided with 6. I got the mean square error. This is my mean square error. Okay, this is my mean square error. Okay, to calculate root mean square error, I need to apply the root on this one. I will get root mean square value. Okay, this is my root mean square value. Here I am just dividing, multiply with 1 by 2. That is nothing but root of mean square value. I got the root mean square value. Now I need to calculate the mean absolute error. This is the actual minus mean sum of all, and division with n. For example, here I need to sum of all actual minus mean. This is a f2 to f7. I need to sum all and also divide with the samples. This is the 6 samples. Now I got the mean absolute error. This is the sum of actual. This is the sum of actual minus mean divided by number of samples. Here I have the 6 samples. I got the mean absolute error. Okay, to calculate, for example, why we need to calculate these many metrics. For example, to identify our model is efficient or not, we need to calculate at least MSC, RMSC, R square value. Okay, then we'll go to the practical one. Okay, here for example, to train the model, I need to pass some data. To test the model, I need to check whether I need to pass some data and check whether my model is working properly or not. Okay, I'm trying to divide my old data using the two format. One is the train set and one is the test set. This is a train set. I'm dividing with 0.2 percentage, and the test set I'm dividing with the 0.8 percentage. For example, zero point 0.8 I'm just taking. This is a to train the model, I need to pass some data, so that for example even the human also learn from the experience. Okay, based on the experience it will learn the data. For example, it will train the model, and after the training we can pass over the data to test whether the model is working properly or not, whether the prediction is okay or not. Okay, first we need to divide the complete data into the two sets. One is the train and set. If it is x, x label is a x train. This is a y column contains y train. Likewise, x test and y test, and we'll get the prediction. Okay, we'll understand the practically here. For example, here I'm trying to import all the libraries here. For example, pandas to read the CSV file. This is a matplot to plot the scatter plot, or normally for the plotting we will use this one. sklearn for the r square and mean square value, and also for the linear regression equation we are using this sklearn. For the sqrt, for the square root, we are using the math functionalities. Okay, we need this many libraries to do our project. This is the data frame, and using the pandas I am trying to read the complete data set from here. Okay, here I have the 30 rows and 2 columns, and I am trying to check my data frame of head. Okay, it will display the first 5 records: 1.3, 1.3, 1.5, 2.0. Okay, 1.1, 1.3, 1.5, 2.0. Okay, it is displaying first 5 records from the Excel sheet. And dot shape, it is checking the how many rows and columns. Okay, these are 30 rows and 2 columns. Okay, I want to represent complete data using the scatter format. For example, X column contains years of experience, Y column contains salary. I want to represent the plot using the scattered. I just want to represent, I think already we discussed about here. I just represented using the scatter plot. Similarly, I drawn here. Okay, here this is a capital X is my years of experience, salary is my small y. Okay, I want to just to filter my column, and I want to assign to my capital X and small y. For example, to train the model, I think in our machine learning language, capital X is my independent variable, y is my dependent variable. This is my independent variable, this is my dependent variable. First we need to and data frame, I'm trying to access my complete years of experience column, and salary column I'm trying to assign to my variables X and Y. Okay, before applying the model, we need to just identify what is the X value, what is Y value. If in case of multiple linear regression equation, here we used to apply with the multiple. For example, for the other column also, if you want to apply, you can add another column. For example, this you can treat as X1, and you can add X2 like this. For example, currently I'm using the simple regression. I'm just trying to predict the using the only one X and Y. Okay, here for example, first we need to split our data. How much train I want to use, how much test I want to use. For example, how much percentage. Okay, here I am using the this method, test and train method. These are also part of the sklearn. Okay, first I am splitting my data using the test, train and test split. Okay, X is my complete column of years of experience. Y column contains salary. Okay, I am passing complete data here. Here I am mentioning how much data it should be considered for the training, how much data should be considered for the testing. Okay, here point 2 I mentioned train size is point 2 means, for example, out of 30 samples, only 6 samples will consider as the train set, and the remaining it will consider as test set. Okay, similar way I'm just passing the same information to the train and test and split model. Okay, here the random state, for example, if you mention here, it will take the random samples from the complete set. Okay, here I'm just defining the X train, X test, Y train, Y test. Here X train, X test, Y train, Y test. Okay, here I am representing all my trains here. Okay, whatever this method will be dividing the what is the X test and what is the Y test, what is the X train, Y test, Y train, Y test. Okay, the final result we got it here. For example, right now I want to train my model. We are using the linear regression. This is my model, this is my object I am creating, this is my class I'm accessing using the object. This is a object dot fit. This is my method I am trying to call. Within this class we have the method fit. I am trying to pass my X train and Y train data. Okay, to train the model I need to pass this much information. Okay, here the X train, Y train, we know how much samples we have. Only the 6 samples we have in the X train and Y train. If you see, only 6 samples, the random 6 samples it is taking from the Excel sheet, and it is passing to the uh, train the model. This is the fit, it will train the model. Then we got the same object dot our intercept and coefficient. I am displaying it here, and here to train the model, this is my class. In the class I am trying to call my method to train our model X test and X train and Y train. I am passing these two data X train and Y train to train our model. Okay, my training is done. Now I want to make the prediction. For example, here to predict our Y predict, we need to pass the X test so that we'll get the prediction. Already my training is done using this data. Now I need to test my model. So we need to pass the X test so that I can predict my data using this. This is my object dot predict is another method to get the predictions based on our coefficient and intercept. It is predicting by predicting the data. Okay, here I am just representing X test and Y test. Okay, I'm representing all the samples here, X test and Y test. I'm representing in the scatter format. Okay, this is the X test is a gray is there, right? The X test and Y test I am representing in the scatter format. Next, X test and Y prediction. This is the X test and Y prediction. What I am representing in the, this is a prediction. This is a prediction line. This is a regression line. X test and Y prediction I am representing in the red line. This is a X test and Y test I am representing in the scatter format. X test and prediction is my red line. Okay, here I got the prediction also. For example, here I got the prediction of the my test data. Okay, here now I am trying to calculate the mean square value, how we are calculate, and R square value. This is a mean square value. We need to pass Y test and Y prediction. For example, this is the actual data. This is my prediction data. So that I am calculating the R square value and also mean square value for the Y test and Y prediction. This is a Y test and Y prediction. What is the actual data is Y test, and this is a prediction data, and I need to calculate the R square value and mean square error and R square value I am calculating. To calculate the RMSE value, we need to do the square root of MSE, will get the RMSE. Okay, here already we discussed about all the metrics here, RMSE and R square value we are calculating here. First MSE, then we'll apply the roots, mean square for root square root, then we'll get the RMSE. Okay, I am trying to display the all the metrics here. This is a mean square value I got, 460. This is a 46007261. Similar way I got the root mean square value 6782, and I got the R square value 0.937. This is a 93 percentage model is accuracy. For example, the some assumptions we have. For example, the linear relationship. For example, in case of x and y, to apply this algorithm, the x and y relation should be linear. For example, second one is no multicollinearity. For example, in case of we have the different independent variables. For example, in the multiple independent variables, likewise in x and y, for example, here if you see, for example, here my x contains only the one column. For example, if you want to add the age also, for example, age also depends on the salary. For example, if you want to add another column, this is it will treat as x1 and x2. For example, if the multiple independent variable, we need to calculate the correlation. Correlation should be the should be less between the two independent variables. Okay, in this case, correlation should be less in the two independent variables or multiple independent variables. Okay, whenever we are taking the multiple independent variables, the correlation should be less. This is a homoscedasticity. For example, the error term is constant over all the variables in the all the independent variables. This is the term it is saying that the error term is constant over all the model. Okay, thank you friends. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, share the video. Thank you.